Morning, Andrew.
Morning, Vincent.
Okay,
I'm back.
You are back from your holiday. And you know what happened when you're back from the holiday?
No clue.
The Hong Kong Special Administrative Region has become an adult.
Oh, really?
Yes, because
we've now been welcomed into the security legislation fold. Is that
no?
it?
Because we have just celebrated the 18th anniversary.
Oh,
and in Hong Kong,
yes,
you got your adult Hong Kong identity card when you turn 18. So
yeah.
Hong Kong get his or her possibly, right?
Yes.
Her
adult card.
Adult card. Yeah.
And the adult card says you are not responsible for security.
Exactly.
I did hear about that. I was in Australia all week, but I did hear about that.
Right.
Yeah, that did hit my radar. Not because anybody in Australia was paying attention. That's too esoteric for them. But for us, yeah, it was a curious one.
All right.
I'm back, but you know who else is back? LegCo.
Oh.
Holy smokes! They are in ferocious work mode this week.
Yeah.
Today,
the last big assembly is coming on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, this is big push week. Listen to this. Today, this is just today. Panel on Financial Affairs has about 5 different things on their plate. Health services on reproductive technologies, advertising for sex selection services. Tobacco control today. Bill on private columbarium, private property management bill, housing, copyright. I mean, that's just one day. I mean, there's plenty going on. Where do we start? What should people be looking for? A couple of things that influence almost everybody who works in Hong Kong. MPF. Okay? A couple of things on the MPF that I didn't realize. They're talking about changing the formula for kind of what the minimums and maximums are. And it moves, part of the consideration with it is the minimum wage. So when people see the minimum wage go up, that means that probably their MPF contributions are going to go up too. So people, if you're out there saying, oh yeah, let's raise the minimum wage, keep in mind that also means that likely when the formula gets checked, your MPF contributions are going to go up. And if you don't like MPF, you should keep that in mind. Number 2 on MPF, they're talking about establishing a core fund. Have you heard this term?
No.
Okay, so basically they're saying, oh, well, people can't be bothered to pick their own funds in the MPF. They'll create a core fund. Fees will only be 0.75% because everybody's complaining about fees. And they will just put the money in there.
Oh, that one.
It's like a default.
Yeah. The default fund. Yeah.
Here's the thing about this. There's no mention of portability anywhere. And that's what people really want. They want to be able to control where the money goes themselves because then they think the fees will come down if the providers actually have to compete on fees. But this almost seems like oh, don't worry, we'll get your fees down because you can put it in this new core fund. But who knows if the core fund's going to be any good? So that's another thing on it.
You see that the mechanism will be the core fund will have to maintain a certain level of return.
Right.
So the algorithm for the fund managers will be how can I do the least?
Yes.
Do the least
to get the most.
To get the most.
Or to get the minimum
most
threshold.
Or slightly higher than the minimum. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the mode.
Which, frankly, if it's a tracking index, for all the blah blah, over time, nobody outperforms the index. Some people will say they will, but so there's a lot.
Actually,
going on
there's one more way to do it. It's just they just
pick your funds.
No, they just bought I-bonds.
Yes, that would be the other way.
They bought the entire I-bonds.
That would be the other thing they could do. Yeah, so definitely, anybody that has an MPF, let's keep an eye on that. I've talked a lot about exchange of information agreements, automatic exchange of information agreements. Little wrinkle that's going to go into it. Hong Kong now is saying they're only going to have the automatic exchange of information with countries that they already have a bilateral deal.
Yeah.
So it's not like open to the world, but it's still open to a lot of places that matter. So anyways, we've talked about that before. Wanted to bring that up. Tobacco control. Okay, lots of new stuff coming there. Right now, the warning, the gross, warning they put on boxes, they want it to go from 50% to 85% of the box. That's one of the new things.
But you've been to Australia. Australia is 100%.
I'm not. I have to admit, I'm not a smoker. I didn't. I didn't check it out. Yeah, I didn't see their plain brown wrapper. Yeah. But so that was going on. They want to get more different kinds of health warnings. I think maybe they're just bored with 6. They want to go to 12. They want to come up with some new jazzy new ones. I don't know. And they want to change some of the warnings.
I think they should just go for a really, really fierce message.
Yep.
Buy this and prepare to die, or something like that.
Yeah. But
it's actually, easier for everyone.
Yeah.
Easier for anyone.
Yeah, but they got to be a little bit more specific because like everybody knows that 100% of people who take dihydrogen oxide die, and they should put a warning on that every time you turn on the faucet. And the dihydrogen oxide, aka water,
so do whatever
comes out.
Yeah.
All those people.
Anyway.
The other thing that they're putting
I'm not
in
a smoker as well.
Yeah. The other thing they're putting in that is e-cigarettes, which is interesting because right now you can't get e-cigarettes with tobacco-related content, but they're kind of lumping it in under anyways, even though a lot of people think it's good for quitting. So that's one to watch out for today because there's a push to ban it, even though it's not tobacco. Now in Hong Kong, they haven't allowed it. But what's interesting is in other places where they've tried to do that, people have gone in and launched lawsuits against the government and won. And we did a story a couple of months ago. We asked a guy, and he's like, I will take the Hong Kong government to court if I have to. So American style.
Yeah.
But,
obviously, he doesn't know about the legislative framework here. But,
But it could work. It could work.
Yeah.
I mean, the courts are pretty straight up here.
We'll see.
So that's going on. Private columbarium, private property management, housing copyright. Busy day in Let's Go. Even more tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow to talk about it then.
So, Kira, for today, ferocious.
Ferocious.
Yes.
Ferocious. Yeah, some ferocious legislating going on this week.
Okay.
All right.
They are in mandatory ferocious mode.
Yes. Gotta get it done. All right. The city's back in for business. Cheers,
Yes.
Cheers, Vincent.
Thank you.